Hi, John. Today it's March 7th, 2014, and I don't have to work again until March 17th, 2014. And that's a good feeling because I went on a vacation. Oh, and what's awesome is today I didn't even really do a whole lot. I really just went hiking up in Red Rocks Canyon Open Space. Yeah, it's a weird name. The reason they have that name, oddly enough, is because there's another Red Rocks Canyon in Nevada, so they named theirs Red Rocks Canyon Open Space, which, whatever. Oh, the reason that we went hiking today instead of working was because in the Air Force we have these cool things called Wingman Days, where basically we just hang out together so that we can be better bonded, I suppose. And then we kind of go over certain topics that lead to healthier lifestyles and whatnot. Name another job that you're gonna do that. Name another job that you're gonna do that doesn't require a resume to get. So yeah, Air Force is pretty awesome. Okay, so I could not think of a subject to do my video about today, and that's weird because lately I have just had so many ideas. It's been ridiculous how many ideas I've had, and I just kind of felt like it was such a strange thing that earlier this week I could just have idea after idea after idea, and then all of a sudden today I just have nothing, which is weird, right? But oddly enough, that actually kind of got me thinking, what is it that allows me to be inspired one day and then all of a sudden not be inspired the next day? I was sitting there and I was just playing South Park: The Stick of Truth, and I was just like, man, I don't want to make a video because I don't know what I'm going to do my video on. By the way, South Park: The Stick of Truth is an awesome game. It's a little weird. I mean, basically all the things they can't do in the show, they can do in the game, and you're like, whoa, that's intense. But I digress. This lack of inspiration that I'm having, well, I had today, I don't know, it was just kind of weird because I didn't really feel like thinking about anything. In fact, I don't really feel like thinking about my lack of inspiration, oddly enough. And that made me think, maybe nobody thinks about their lack of inspiration, and the only reason I am is because I have to, because of these videos. I don't know. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Is the natural state of the human mind one that creates, or is it one that does not create? So the question I have is, do we have to force being creative on ourselves, or do we just create naturally? Because when I was a kid, I don't think I could have created the things that I create now. But at the same time, I definitely would say I was probably more creative as a kid. It just was, I would just call it crap compared to what I have now. Actually, as a kid, one of the things I used to do is would take one of my toys, and I would designate him as the hero. He'd be the hero toy, and he would have to fight his way through this onslaught of villains until he got to the final king boss guy, and he had to who would be king of my bedroom, right? It was very Andy-ish from Toy Story. In fact, it's very possible that Toy Story inspired this behavior from me. And then once he finally defeated him, he would be I'm spreading peace and freedom to the whole bedroom. And then when I got a little older, not too much older, then I started spreading that peace and freedom to other bedrooms. So I was a weird kid. I know. I'm sorry. All right, John. I could talk about this subject all day, so I guess I'm just gonna say this. I guess what I think is that creativity is just a natural part of our life. We just create. It's just a natural part. We imagine things. Something that wasn't there before, we can imagine it to be differently or whatever. I think that's just something that naturally happens to people. And if I'm wrong, I guess hopefully one day science can teach me the correct answer. But as of now, that's just my hypothesis. All right, so I will see you sometime. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe? Okay, well, see you, man.